What's up, guys? I know it's been like, I don't know when this is gonna go up, 13 days since my last video probably, when this does finally go up. I have a haul. I meant to do this before. I went on vacation. We went on a cruise out of New York City to Bermuda. It was awesome, a lot of fun. Kind of stressful. People kind of suck sometimes, but it's all good. I survived. It was fun. Had drinks, saw entertainment, hot tub, beach day in Bermuda. It was a lot of fun. It was awesome. I'm really happy. It's the first time I've left the country since I was like 12. So that was pretty cool. And also my first time on a cruise ship like that. I've been on the ocean on a boat, I don't know, a handful of times in like little tiny boats, but like nothing crazy, and we don't go out too far. But this is my first time ever seeing water from all sides. It was crazy. I didn't get seasick. That was awesome. But yeah, I'm back. Anyway, so I wanted to do kind of a quick video here. I got a WhatNot haul here from the man, Patriot Comics himself. I am very fond of Patriot Comics channel. He collects a lot of vintage toys as well with his comics, which is kind of something I dabble in. Outside of my Power Rangers collection, I don't have many other toy lines, but when I do see certain things, I buy them, like sealed Batman animated series figures, things like that. Stuff that I remember as a kid. The Spider-Man 1994 cartoon, that toy line, I buy that when I see it for cheap. Out and about. There's just a lot of stuff that I kind of do that I haven't done in a while, to be honest. I haven't seen anything. I haven't really been on the prowl. But he collects a lot of the same stuff that way that I do. He collects completely different style books, though. He really loves horror. I believe like most of the Marvel DC stuff that's not horror, that he collects some romance and TV stuff. It's just cool stuff for me to see outside of my normal realm. So like I tend to stick strictly to superheroes for the most part as far as my back issues, but once I have the runs that I want kind of complete, I mean, I might stray into other things, you know, and I don't know if that's where Matt is at or if he just decided that horror is kind of like where he wants to go. But he does sell a lot of books. I picked up some superhero books and he sent me a ton of freebies, like a ton. I don't know if he does this for everybody, but that's insane. So there'll be links down below. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you need to go check out Patriot Comics channel. If you're subbed to me and you're not subbed to Patriot Comics, I don't know why you're not subbed to him then. So please go ahead and give him a follow if you can. Click that link, go over to his channel. I'm just trying to kind of organize these, but there's really no good way to do it. But anyway, let's pull these out. Holy cow, dude, I forgot how many damn freebies he gave me. It's insane. Like, so happy to grab some of these books too. Some I might flip, but I know like the majority of the ones I paid for are books for me. There's only one that I was thinking I might be able to do. Stick up on the old WhatNot channel and make a couple of bucks on, but that's what I do when I buy. I know it sucks. I hate doing it too, but that's the only way for me to really get inventory right now. I don't have a huge stash of money. There's not a lot of collections within driving radius that I could get to in my area, so I am just kind of waiting, biding time, buying some books that I know I can make a little bit of money on, and just trying to stash some money and get and work on that. But anyway, besides, I don't need to talk business. I am a collector first, but this is some awesome stuff he sent me. Curse of Brimstone number 5 from the new 50, or not even the new 52. I thought it was a new 52 book, but I guess it was they either brought it back or I'm just getting titles mixed up. There's a bunch of weird new 52 titles that came out, but this is the DC Universe, so this is recent. That's one of the more recent logos. We have Mind Management issue 33. Appears to be the start of the first arc, and there's the Patriot Comics sticker, which is awesome. Stoked to have that. I should probably take that off because I'm going to put it somewhere in the house. The Fiction. This is issue 3 from Boom. I've never heard of it, to be honest. The Spire, number 4, Simon Spurrier book. This is a cool number 1. I don't recognize the signature, so I don't think it's going to be super crazy, but this is Plasma issue 1 from Marvel. Interesting. Blood Seed, Marvel Frontier, book 1, 2 of 2. Some like, I guess it looks kind of, I don't know if it's futuristic. I don't know if that's bone, but I don't know, kind of like an alternate sword and sorcery looking kind of title. We have Grimjack #2 from First. Pretty cool. This is stuff that I wouldn't necessarily pick up, so it's kind of cool to see in person some of these stuff. This is Lee Falk's The Phantom, The Ghost Who Walks, issue 2. It's just cool stuff. This was the stuff that I was pretty excited to see in here. It's nothing that I collect, but it's something I appreciate. I know back in the day, my friend Running with Comics, just Squat. I don't know. He changed his name, but it's Scott to me. He was big. This is like one of the first comics he ever read growing up. It's kind of like one of his origin stories in comics. Gen 13. This is Gen 13 bootleg issue 1. There's just some good covers on these. Definitely doesn't look like J. Scott Campbell to me, so I don't think it is. But J. Scott Campbell did some covers in this series. We have issue 2. There's no signatures, so it's really hard to tell for sure. But this is Norton did this cover, so bootleg issue 3. Issue 4. Oh, Luis and Walter Simonson did this. Did they draw it? I feel like they always seem to put the UPC right where probably the artist signed it. Like, you think they'd plan better. But I should have done some more research when I was doing this. This is Ramos. Gen 13, The Unreal World #1. Ramos cover. I should have also gotten better lighting, but it's whatever. This is Adam Hughes. This is Gen 13 Ordinary Heroes #1. It's just cool stuff. Ordinary Heroes #2, also Adam Hughes, I believe. Yep, age. Confirmed. Okay. Like, it definitely looks like him. This is J. Scott Campbell. This is Gen 13, issue 13C. Some swimsuit covers there. Probably fetches a little bit more than... I don't know. This is probably cool, too. This is also J. Scott Campbell. This is with Jeff Smith doing the bone there. Doing bone. One of my friends growing up was really into bone. J. Scott Campbell, this is 13A. So this is the A cover. There's A, B, and C for this issue. It's Gen 13. It's not bootleg. It's just regular Gen 13. Well, I can't read sometimes. Campbell got credit for this. I can't imagine he wasn't doing the covers at the time. There it is. #20. So just some cool stuff that I will most likely move to other collectors who may appreciate it slightly more than I. It's not really a PC thing for me. I kind of stay away from a lot of 90s image stuff. It's not really my cup of tea. I started collecting in the early 2000s, or in the early 2010s. So I got spoiled by a lot of really good interior arts, and some of the 90s stuff just really turned me off. 23. But I appreciate the era. I do. Some of the DC stuff that I read from the 90s is actually very good. I enjoy a lot of 90s DC. But now, get into the stuff that I actually bid on. See, like, we got 9 minutes in the video, and this isn't anything I bought. So thank you so much, Matt. I appreciate it so much, supporting me in the channel by throwing in the freebies. I did pick this up. This is Black Cat, issue #1, the Art Germ cover. It's just a fantastic cover. I'm excited to have it. So, stoked. Again, I've bought that book a few times and sold it, so I'm not sure if I'm going to hold on to it or try to flip that one. This one, I'm thinking I'm going to hold on to. This is really nice. This is the Comics Elite variant cover here for Fantastic Four Antithesis #2. I have that whole mini collected, so I can just kind of throw it in the box behind #2 and have this cool virgin cover. I'm trying to see who did it. Z? I don't know who Z is. I wish they told us. I don't know who the person is. Bad on me. It's not one of the guys that I tend to look for, but I just thought it was really nice. It's after Kirby. It's obviously an homage cover. Yeah. And so he was selling a bunch of Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man books, like the earlier and some of the later here. But some people weren't really bidding on them, and I don't know why. So I was able to fill in my run for pretty decent prices. They're not high grade or anything, so maybe that's why people didn't. This #10 is pretty low, but I have a pretty decent copy of #9, so I'm not worried about it. I can always upgrade later, but I'm happy to start filling out the run a little more. I have 1 through 9, so now I got 10. I think I paid like $1 for that, maybe. I think the most I paid for any of these was like $2. And some of them I got in lot deals, and I paid less than $1 each. So it was hard to say no to the books that were falling my way. Issue 11, one of the reasons why I love WhatNot, and one of the reasons why I can't stand it. When you're selling on the other end, sometimes it's not fun seeing your books go for cheaper than you think they should, but it's all part of getting into other people's hands. And then, the universe returns the favor in the end. So I actually bought this, I think, with some WhatNot funds that I made off of sales. So I was able to flip some books to put some books in my PC. This is #13. This is a nicer copy than those last two. Those two are probably like, good to VG. This is more like a fine. 13. We picked up 17, which is also probably like a fine to VF. Not bad for, just a run filler for me. Actually, number 13 is the first appearance of Razorback. Just should note that. We got number 18 here. This one's a little bit lower, but some of these I could probably just press and they would look a little bit better, to be honest. Not the color breaking spine ticks, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. 53, just a nice run filler. I don't know if I have it or not. I still have to go through my PC. I've been recataloging everything, trying to get grade estimates down so I know what would be an upgrade if I come across it for cheap in the wild. It's a whole process. I plan on showing it all eventually, kind of what I do with my collection, but it's gonna be a minute. I still have like 7 short boxes I have to catalog and grade, and half of them need Mylars still. It's just crazy. 55, tough being an OCD collector. That's also kind of lazy. And then this book I won for $5. It's a book that I've wanted for a long time, to be honest. It's like a lower mid grade, probably like a fine or VG, like a 4.550. But it's just a book that I've always wanted. It's Firestorm #1, the first appearance of Firestorm, and I won it for $5. I couldn't believe it. I remember back in the day when Firestorm was getting introduced in the Arrow show, that these books were going for like $40-$50, and it's like, Firestorm's a cool character, but I'm not paying $40-$50 for his first appearance. $5 for a nice bid grade copy, heck yeah. And I'll pull #2 that I already have out of the WhatNot inventory, because I was like, I'm probably never going to pick up 1 or 3, so now I'm going to hunt down 3 if I can to fill that out. But yeah, again, guys, that was from Patriot Comics, WhatNot sale. He's doing one literally right now. I left to make this content. I did buy some more books because he was selling some stuff that I was filling in runs. So make sure you check out Matt. He's a cool dude over at Patriot Comics. Collects a lot of cool stuff if you're into Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age, horror, romance, kind of oddities, westerns sometimes. He's always picking up again, stuff that I wouldn't necessarily pick up myself, but I find it interesting enough that I want to learn about it, and Matt is doing a great job picking it up and showing it. Just one of my favorite guys, and one of the guys that kind of inspired me to come back to making content full-time, and also kind of start a WhatNot channel to help fund it. I know I've told you guys many times my end goal is to open a comic book store one day, hopefully in the not-so-distant future. So I have to, start getting a sales base. And I think WhatNot and the online avenues is a great way to hybrid if you're in a smaller area. like myself, where maybe you won't get the foot traffic year round. I do live in a touristy area. So if I don't get that year round, it's like I have to supplement. And I think WhatNot, if I can grow that, would be a really good source for me to have as extra sales for the weeks as the weeks go. But anyway, enough business talk. I can get into this eventually once I get the ground rolling. I really get my feet wet and kind of start to understand how this is going to work for me. I'm just like, kind of trying things, doing eBay a little bit, doing WhatNot and things like that. But I've been away for 12 days, so you guys kind of need a little update. So I appreciate that. I'm still around. I did not quit again. Well, I never really quit. I've always been watching. I just kind of recede. I stopped making content and I just kind of watch. But I'm here. I've always been here, and I plan on staying for a while. And thanks again, Matt. I'm just rambling now. So I'll have some more videos coming up, guys. I'm going to make maybe a prequel to this where I just kind of explain some things and ask you guys a few questions. I got some questions. So I will catch you guys later, and we will talk to you soon.